Hi everyone. So I work with MICA since last 10 years. Currently I am heading the marketing area, and I'm also the chairperson for the online programs at MICA. We run various forms of online programs meant for working professionals. But before I tell you more about what I actually do at MICA, I would like to tell you why I am here at MICA. I think it's because of my love for teaching. I'm extremely passionate and an obsessive teacher. I want everyone to learn at the same time. And my first love in life happens to be teaching advertising. So here at MICA, while I wear different kinds of hats, I do different things because of my long association with MICA. I am into various committees, but the subject which is close to my heart and which I love teaching is advertising strategy. So the moment L'Oreal comes up with this strategy of making you feel worth, saying that because you're worth it, it somewhere kicks somewhere in my heart. It gives me a rush of adrenaline. So I love teaching advertising, and I believe that today advertising strategy is becoming more and more important for brands because of the fact that there is a huge demographic in the country which is more than less than the age of 25, and these young people are moving away from your conventional forms of media. Their media consumption habits are changing, so they are moving away from TV, they are moving away from press, they are moving away from radio, and they are moving towards the digital media. So as we rightly put it, that we are teaching to people who are called the screenagers. So how do you connect in a socially disconnected world but which is digitally connected? That is becoming the biggest challenge. So while for brands the biggest challenge in the 1990s after globalization was how do you survive in this globally competitive world, I think today the biggest challenge for any brand is how do I connect with my target audiences, and that is exactly what I teach at MICA. So I teach advertising strategy. I teach how do you know your consumers better, how do you go into the minds of consumers and understand their real life issues. So if you are, let us say, a brand called Dove, and if you are playing a significant role in the life of the consumers, what kind of role are you playing? How do you position your brand? How do you communicate this positioning to your end users? This is what all we discuss in our classes of advertising. And moving on to the second year, I also head the account planning specialization at MICA, and account planning is brand communication planning. So there are various subjects that we teach under this broad heading of account planning, but yes, it gives you a very good idea, a perspective of how will you communicate better, which makes sense to your end users, which differentiates you from your competitors, which gives you a very solid positioning in the minds of the consumers. So suppose if there is Coca-Cola, it always has to mean open happiness. And when I say open happiness, what are the different meanings that my people, my consumers using my brand will derive out of it? So we do all these interesting discussions. We are extremely connected in our account planning courses with the leading agencies of the country. So namely, we work closely on live cases with Ogilvy, with JWT, with Mudra, with McCann, with Leo Burnett, and we bring in live cases from different brands like Tata Sky, Brew, Dove, HUL brands, and our students get to have a first hands-on experience on those live cases with the tools of account planning that agencies teach. So I do all of these. As I said, I am here because for my love of teaching. And if I tell you something about the person sitting here in front of you, I love reading any fiction on women. I am passionate about analyzing advertisements. And of course, one of my hobbies is fabric painting. So that's all about me. Thank you so much.